Good afternoon, folks. It's a real pickle I'm even putting this out there about the transfer portal. That we have multiple players that are even in discussion about even being there. I mean, Nico Really, or however that's pronounced, the former Tennessee quarterback who Ohio State manhandled, entered the transfer portal and ended up going to UCLA. And will literally have another shot at Ohio State in Ohio Stadium, like he did before. Now, what happened here? A lot happened. Literally, Emilavie pretty much had one of those. If you really want to get into the most details, go to Sports Talk J. Click on the Sports Talk J info, and you'll see what goes on with him. I mean, he pretty much sums up the whole entire situation. But from what I'm hearing from him, he pretty much was posting up like, and this is beyond ridiculous, and it's pretty much all idiocracy and arrogance, and pretty much, well, I'm sure there's going to be when Ohio State plays UCLA, I'm sure lots of Tennessee fans will be wearing scarlet and gray that day, without a doubt. Because they cannot stand him for diddly now. I mean, he literally helped them get that far, but now they cannot stand him. I mean, literally it all came down to, alright, you know how the stupid NIL now, the no intelligent level up is what I call it. Meaning like you give them money, you give them a certain amount of money to pay to go to that school. Well, $4 million. He asked for like, I can't remember how much money. So much money. Tennessee declined that much money. Tennessee said, no, we're not giving you that much money. All because Carson Beck asked for that much money at Georgia, and he said no, and he ended up transferring to, and Carson Beck ended up transferring to, all the way down to Miami, and they got the job there. Now, Jeremiah Smith, on the other hand, Ohio State offered Jeremiah Smith $4.5 million to Ohio State, and he took the start position. Voila. And he's still there. I don't know if they still offered him money or not, but it's all about the greed and money. And this is what's destroyed college football. Money. I'm almost to the point where I don't even want to watch football anymore. Literally. I don't know if I even want to watch football anymore. I got to the point where I don't even know if I can watch college football. I mean, I'll keep my Ohio State stuff, but I don't know if I can watch college football anymore. It's gotten to the point where everyone's all about the greed, and if you don't give me what I want, I'll transfer. And Emilavie is an example of that. They declined his offer, so he looked at Oregon. They also declined the offer. He looked at UCLA. It wasn't quite a done deal yet because he offered this much money and another amount of money. So he lowered the number. I can't remember if it was like $1.2 million, I think. And they accepted it. I can't remember. It was around that area right in there. And he accepted the offer from UCLA. Now, who knows how long he'll be at UCLA. And now, the quarterback that they had there, remember how I said to you about the Michigan quarterback battle? How one of them might transfer if he's there forever, if he's there next year and into next year and doesn't get the starting job? Since Underwood's not supposedly the starter, I'm not sure if he is, but supposedly he's the starter. Now, how Jaden Davis might end up in the transfer portal after this year, he might end up in the transfer portal. Well, this is their quarterback right there just entered the transfer portal. He just entered the transfer portal at UCLA. He actually transferred there, but now he has re-entered the transfer portal. He transferred there, but he has now re-entered the transfer portal, and who knows where he'll end up at? Nobody knows. And this is the situation we're dealing with. We're dealing with where you've come into an era where it's not necessarily about, or some, if it had anything to do with NIL, it'd be more about playing time. And I can see where his situation is more about playing time. I came here to play, not deal with NIL money. And he saw the writing on the wall. This is all about playing time. And I came here to play. I didn't come here to sit behind someone. And they guaranteed him a spot to play. So I saw the writing on the wall. I'm out of here. So he enters the transfer portal. Who knows where he'll end up at? He might go to Texas. He might go to... He might be sent a year behind Arch Manning. I don't know. Who knows where he'll end up at? He might end up at Boise. Who knows? I don't know where he'll end up at. There's so many question marks in that book that we don't know where people will end up at. We don't know where that guy will end up at. That's the big question mark we have here. There's so many question marks. Now, as of the Ohio State situation, we'll talk about that a little later. Same with Michigan. I mean, there's a lot of question marks there. I mean, we'll talk about that game here shortly and everything else. And with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.